everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Straight Talk here on Mohawk TV's Channel 4. And I'm in studio today with Christine Taylor and Jessica Deer. And we're all back here in the new year, which is 2012. Mm-hmm. And the holidays are over.
Thank goodness.
I think we've all literally survived and definitely survived the holidays. Still and surviving.
And now it's on to this too nice cold weather now.
Yeah.
And hopefully some snow.
With the cold weather, I think I could have another week of vacation.
Yeah. I think winter came fierce now. It was really teasing us in a sense that it would be nice. And I remember 2 weeks ago running outside still, and I could still, but now I would not step out, into the.
Well, this is every day I have to take my dog out, and the other day in a sweatshirt, oh my god, I'm actually kind of warm. The next day, freezing. I had to run back inside, bundle up, and then.
I'll just give you an example. During the holiday, I had gone to yoga like I usually do, and I was coming back in the evening, and it was raining. It was really, really raining. I forgot my umbrella because it's winter. Yeah. You don't carry an umbrella, so it's raining. And then the next day, coming back from class, it was freezing, and then totally all that rain had turned into major chunks of ice.
Yeah.
And then when I was rushing down the stairs,
oh no,
at the metro station, I tripped, and I fell, and I cut my shins up to they look like ribbons, and very badly bruised and stuff. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was because it was we were rushing. I was rushing and it just not. And it wasn't
in winter. Walk very slowly.
Yeah, exactly. Slow down. Slow down.
I always have the heels, or I did go running. I think I went running right before the holidays, right? It was sheer ice, and I would hop onto the sidewalk, and I would literally glide over the ice and get back onto the road. And I don't know who it was, but somebody had put down their window, and they were yelling at me. They were like, "Jesus, Regan!" They're like, "Be careful!" And I was running, and I was like, "Who is yelling at me from this truck?" It was really funny.
Right.
But I was I was in the moment, and I thought I could do it anyways. And then you hear later on about some trucks that flipped over into the ditch, and people were passing me, and I was running, and they were looking at me like she's crazy, but.
You mentioned the sidewalks being really icy, and that's what I find in Ganawage, they're really good at getting the roads cleared, but then of course the sidewalks take forever.
Yeah.
And I just find you just see people walking in the middle of the road because the sidewalks are horrible.
Are not done.
Yeah.
Not done.
No, it's true. The other thing too is now that we're kind of on the clearing of pavement is the bike path too. Really, I don't know what the town schedule is in terms of maintenance, but I know that the few times that I have gone running on there, it was icy, or try rollerblading on the bike path all the way to the marina. It's not possible. You really have to go by the main road, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a bike path. Because every time I've gotten tripped up in my rollerblades, with really huge chunks of rocks and stuff like that, because I think still at the end of the day, the people are still driving on it in the evening. When they go onto the island to fish and stuff like that, people are still they're actually using that as a road. So, it does take time to get cleared. So I don't know, guys, get on it now.
But it's been even for the snow clears, they're supposed to wait till approximately at least a couple of centimeters have fallen before they get out there and start plowing and different things like that. But the weather has been so up and down.
Yeah.
One day we have 2 inches of snow and the next day it's raining and it's all gone.
Yeah.
So it's my driveway, I just totally just given up on it.
Yeah.
Because it's one sheet of ice. And I just kind of go to the side and try to get, work my way down. That's about it.
Because there's all footprints in the snow.
Exactly. And you know what happens? When it's slush and you're walking on it and it makes these impressions and stuff like that. And then when it freezes, those impressions get really hard.
Yeah,
and when you fall on them, they cause major contusions. I know I've fallen a few times already this season, and maybe that would be something for me to look forward to.
Maybe you need to get those things on your boots or something.
I have them.
Studs,
I have them. The little rubber things with the studs on them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have those.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Still
but I mean, Come
Yeah,
on.
you're not gonna wear them.
You're not gonna put them on
I
my
know.
beautiful boots.
Okay, so anyways, with the holidays and the new year coming, I think it was a nice break for most people. But I mean, it's still a stressful time of year. But as new year approaches, the new year comes, you find a lot of people are making resolutions. So did you guys make any resolutions? And we're gonna take a poll on this later on. But we'll start here at Mohawk TV. Did you guys make any resolutions this year?
I don't really make resolutions. What I like to do, and like on New Year's or at New Year's, is I like to look back at the year prior, look at some of the good and the bad and the ugly, and kind of like take a inventory of what I've done and how I've done it, and hopefully, change some things, continue good things, discontinue some bad things, and be realistic. If I'm gonna say, okay, I would like to maybe get in better shape this year, as opposed to losing weight. You know what I mean? Like, be realistic, saying, okay, I want to be in better shape. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna get down to like a size 2 or something like that, but I'd like to be in better shape and be healthier. So that's what I look at as being a realistic resolution. Take better care of myself.
Yeah.
That type of thing. That's about it.
I'm not really big on making New Year's resolutions just because I know I'm not going to keep them. Like, one year I vowed not to eat any poutines for the whole year, and that didn't last very long.
Not eat a poutine for the whole year. That's...
But that was like a couple of years ago, and since
Yeah.
then I've eaten a lot less. So I guess it did make an impact.
Yeah.
But this year, like, I think, one of the most popular New Year's resolutions I find for women is always like getting in shape and losing weight, and yep, that one's for me this year too.
Yeah, me too. I think that, when I looked, I think it's a bit of a cross between you guys. I think when I looked at evaluating what 2011 had meant to me, I looked at the year and I thought I was not sad to see 2011 go. Personally, it's been a struggle for me in the last year. There was a lot of things that had happened, either personally or professionally, that were just really challenging. And so when I looked at making resolutions, I was at, in a space where I was like, I just can't, because, I don't want to set myself up to let myself down. I just don't want to set myself up for failure or anything like that. And I think that's just, where I was personally. So when 2011 was ending, and that was only like last week, I just was like, I think that I'm going to try to make it a better year, and I'm going to try to, get in better shape and stuff like that. So normally I'm not opposed to making New Year's resolutions. I think they give you something to look forward to. Some people, they just, they just
cause more stress.
They just cause more stress, or yeah. So I was just like, you know what? I don't really need any more stress in my life. I think I'm good on that right now. So I just
maybe a resolution to have less stress.
Maybe a resolution, exactly. Resolution to not make resolutions.
I've heard that before.
If it is something that's positive, I think it gives the month of January something to do, because it's like, the Monday of months.
Yeah, it is. It's everyone's coming off of that Christmas high, and
all the food,
and your body's trying to adjust to like this mad rush of stress and shopping and food and family, and
all the bills come in.
Yes.
Back to work. Back to school for me.
Yeah, and a lot of people are going back to school, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that, back to school and back to the regular work day, or back to the daily grind, whatever that may be for you. But don't go away. We're going to be right back after this quick commercial break.